Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa Bright. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a consciousness catalyst. I have a long background in doing psychoanalytic psychotherapy. I have a background in body work. I have a license in acupuncture, a lot of training in shamanism. And one of the things that I work on with people is how to find those moments where healing is possible. I talked about this in my previous video. This is one of those areas that needs repetition, lots and lots and lots. What is the healing moment, right? Where is this? Is it only present in some retreat or on the meditation cushion? So I had this insight today about how to articulate it. It's one of those things that is ever present for me and is ever present in the work that I do with people, but helping people understand how to catch it, how to find it so that you can actually use it. And I found a way to talk about it finally, in a new way. I've talked about this lots, but here's how this moment arrives at you. First of all, it's usually unexpected. Unless you are actually in a retreat of some sort or in a session such as the ones that I do. But even then, right, when does that moment come? And how does it come? And how it shows up is, let's say, it's either in a conversation where somebody, let's say, asks you a question, maybe something that is either mundane but you realize has a deeper answer, or is an actual really deepening question, right? You could be meditating and a thought comes into your mind about something, and there's that little part of you that goes, oh, like right now? I have to do this right now? It's one of those. That's how I found myself, and thinking back on it, I was in a lot of therapy myself. And I would have those moments where my therapist would ask me a question about something or a feeling or, well, how do you feel about this? Or, etc., right? Like some deepening thing. And I would be like, oh, like right now you want me to think about this? Right? And then I've had them all along, all my life. And I just never realized that that's kind of how I ask it in my head. I'm like, oh, right now? The other way it comes is very similar to this, which is like, let's say you're already feeling uncomfortable or something, and some part of you is like, well, go explore that or think about it or journal about it, right? Like, you know what to do. You already know what to do because you're you, and because if you're watching videos like this, you know what to do. But there is a part of you that goes, aside from the right now, that goes, why do I gotta go make this worse? I'm already having a hard time. Why do I have to make this worse? And I have an answer for you for that, which is to have a reframe about it. You're not making it worse. You are amplifying it. Amplifying something is not the same thing as making it worse. Amplifying it does not mean that you are exaggerating it, okay? When I use the word amplifying, what I mean is like when you bring a flashlight to something, are you making the thing that you are lighting up with a flashlight, are you making it any brighter, and any like worse, any different? You're not. You're just shining a light on it. Same as, if you were to bring a microscope to something, right? You're zooming in on something that needs to be looked at. It's there anyway, right? It's there anyway. You're not going to make your feelings worse by looking at them more closely. But that part of you that is afraid of change, that part of you that is afraid of what it's going to encounter because it's unknown, is going to say, why do we got to make this worse? This already hurts. I'm already having a hard time, right? And that is your moment. That is your golden opportunity to go, oh, there it is. I caught it. I found it. Yes, I'm going to reframe it right now. Right now, I'm going to reframe it. I'm going to say, no, I'm not making it worse. I'm actually connecting to it more deeply so that I can have clarity, so that I can understand it, so that I can shift something in myself, because that part of you that's like, oh, why we got to do this at all, right? It was going to gloss over it, so it would stay the same. You might be miserable for hours, but it's not going to change unless you actually shine that light on it, right? So where one of the inner questions might be, what we got to do this right now, like I'm in the middle of cooking or I'm in the middle of a conversation, right? Another part of you that might say, why do we have to make this worse? It's already difficult. Or I'm already at it, I'm already in it, however you put it for yourself, right? Those are your moments to reframe it as, oh, I have an opportunity, right? Because all of us need to work on empowerment. This is part of what we are all here to do. Part of the human condition is, we have the negative bias, right? We're looking for pain. We're looking for what suffering is going to repeat for us that we want to avoid repeating, right? And the work is to shift out of that. It makes you kind of go into victim mode, right? You go into, oh man, this again, right? Or not this again. I'm not doing that again, right? That's still victim mode, right? Whereas empowerment mode, let's call it, right, is about making those reframes moment by moment. Those reframes. It's not, oh, why we got to make this worse. It's, oh, this is my opportunity to look at something. And you know what? You may not. You may choose not to, but still frame it as an opportunity. You could say, I'm going to jot this down and look at it later because I'm in the middle of cooking dinner, or I'm in the middle of a jog or whatever, right? Or I'm falling asleep, record it somewhere, record it in a voice note for yourself, and then come back. So, but acknowledging something as an opportunity for healing is a very, very big shift. Even if you don't take that opportunity to look at it right now because it's not time, or, because frankly, you might just be overwhelmed or don't know how, right? But just even making that shift to acknowledge, oh, I didn't want to look at that feeling, and then I knew I eventually will, right? If that's all you say to yourself, that's a shift. So hopefully this offers you some new ways, a little bit more nuance for you to be able to acknowledge those moments when they come, where you do have those opportunities to shift something. And you never know, one moment can be really transformational. This is not about enlightenment. This is not about rainbows shooting out of your fingers or God descending up on your crown chakra. It could be one of those, ooh, I felt something. It went through me, right? It hit me. I'm in it. I sat with it. I used this moment to do something different from what my ego or what my kind of default mode network, however you want to call it, right? Could be ego, could be default mode, right? Whatever that part of me wanted to just keep going with my day, or wanted to just gloss over it, wanted to repress it, wanted to just make myself a victim, whatever, right? I used that and I did something different. That's your transformation. Many, many blessings. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and check out my other videos. It does help me and my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Take care.